Good morning. It's sorry, I was playing around with my guitar. I got some internal delay. There we go. Do the mix. It's Monday, July 29th, 2024. Yeah, that's what it is. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tish. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Whitney. Let me close that and reopen it. Yada, yep, 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 yep. Well, it's Monday. It's Monday, man. I'm at halfway. Slightly more coherent, but still unable to hold a conversation. I have more coffee. Oh boy. Yes. Mmm. 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 Okay, I put my interview with Aaron on Opus Clips and said, "Hey, do clips from like a Q&A interview." I got some pretty good ones, actually. And it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, so it's a lot. But, oh, this one. No, this one. So these are clips I haven't published yet. Where did my chat window go? There it is. I want to see that. Tish, it should still be the same link. While I look for that, you can. This was the first clip that Opus made.
Is that it's very easy for people to hear about things like this and go, how could anybody fall for such a fucking cult like this?
Yeah.
The reason why I call that reaction a negative is because creating outrage is one thing, and it has its place, and it has its purpose, but creating understanding is even more important, in my opinion. And I think that if someone is brought to a point of just outrage and disbelief, it's not very productive. I think it's more productive for them to get to a place where they go, oh, I see how somebody can get sucked up in something like this. Because if they get to a place of understanding, then you can be sure that person's not going to be sucked into that trap.
So that was a clip. It was actually something we had talked about prior to doing the interview, but whatever. It doesn't matter who said it as long as it's said. Good morning, Janet. Where was some other good? This one.
I'm 100% behind anything that exposes the abuses of Scientology. Like, go do it, But there is an element there sometimes of the freak show.
This is one of those cringe moments that I talked about before. But I think it's cringe for both of us, honestly, because he edited this, and watch what he just edited.
Like, how could you be so stupid? and showing how
he did the whole like whatever.
How smart people, very intelligent people. You're a very intelligent person. I'm a very intelligent person. And it's not just stupid people that get involved. Now, of course, there are people like that,
cringe.
But how does one get to a point to where that happens? And there are what I'm learning and what I'm finding is that there are some environmental factors, and then there's some internal factors. I'm 100% behind.
Yeah, there I was in therapy, environmental therapy, environmental and internal stuff, and the internal stuff can be caused by all kinds of stuff. Man, this AI. Oh, this is the famous orange thing.
The first video I did was after.
It's not an orange. It's a grapefruit. I haven't gone over all of these yet, but there's. I mean, it's long, man. Because it's 2.5 hour long. Whoa. Anyways, there's that. I was supposed to find the buy me a coffee thing. Let's see here. Well, the good thing about this is if you visit it, it's everything. That's the one good thing about it, I guess, is that it's got every channel like right in one little square. Here we go. So it's Monday. I have guests. I have a guest. I have Zoomy, the dog, and Lee Sawyer. He's a guest in his own house. Yeah, he's living out in Texas, so quite happy there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So, and actually, where he lives, I did a video where I shot a gun. Let's see here.
aiming for the bullseye. And I think I got it.
Actually, I got just above the. I didn't hear a Lulu howl. Damn it! It says someone did it. See, what the hell, damn guy! I will play it. You will play it. I only want to hear ya ya ding dong. How do I do that here? Buttons. Stream alerts. Test. There we go. There's another one. There we go. They like the Lulu howls. Lulu is an old dog. Yeah, well, the body language video, let's see what happened with that, because a lot of it got anything over 30 seconds got flagged. So let's see, body language, lost language, block. Let's see, go here, copyright, see details. Select, you have to select each action at a time. So I'll trim out that segment, save, trim. It might take a while. You have to do one at a time. We'll see what the video ends up like after it's trimmed, because I'm pretty sure there were lots of times where I was within 30 seconds. And what's up, sports fans? Oh, Lordy. Man. Yeah, Willie. How you been, man? And Janet. Willie and Janet. Been a minute. It's been a minute. So I am removing these things, and we'll see what kind of video we ended up with. I mean, it's an hour, so, and they're only trimmed like maybe 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes of it. So there's still probably plenty of stuff in there. And now that I know that there is a specific specific algorithm for processing, for this AI to process information a specific way, like for Q&A, or for, there's like 16 different ways you can interpret the footage. This is a podcast that I did, and it did really well. Encyclopedia Britannica here. the anthropic principle in cosmology, any consideration of the structure of the universe, the values of the constants of nature, or the laws of nature that has a bearing upon the existence of life. Clearly, humanity's very existence shows that the current structure of the universe and the values taken by the constants of nature permit life to exist. Indeed, it appears that many features of the universe that are necessary for evolution and persistence of life are the results of unusual coincidences between different values of the constants of nature. Quantities such as the mass of an electron, the strength of gravity, or the lifetime of a neutron. The significance, if any, so this AI did a great job of grabbing all of the. This is a podcast about a specific topic, and it picked up all of the things that I was talking about, like the omega point and anthropic principle and social theorists about their theories, Gibbon, Oswald, Spengler, and then the author of the document that I was going over, William Sims Bainbridge, who was actually one of the guys who infiltrated the Process Church many years ago, and they had to him and his associate, they had to break them out. They were there studying the sociology of a cult. This guy went on to study and publish academically in Springer Publishing. It played video games, massively multiplayer online video games, as a way to study cults. Yeah. Gamer cults, guilds, groups. Yeah, so that's that thing, podcast. This week's going to be, for me, another long, hard week. There's a lot to do. And I don't know what y'all's week's looking like. But this is how I started. This is how I do it. Started. Hey, Barb. I was late this morning. I was 16 minutes late. Ugh. Man. A lot of this stuff I haven't published yet, and some of it I have to get permission to. But I'm not playing it. It's just on the screen. See, I was disappointed with what it come up with on the automatic setting. So I think this video about environmental controls would probably do better if I processed it as a podcast or vlog. Probably podcast. Maybe educational. I don't know. Timing is everything. Timing. I'm back still at slightly coherent, but still unable to hold a conversation. trying to keep music on the brain, trying to play and keep my fingers moving. Piano, guitar, and muscle memory. Yeah, I mean, I'm at a loss for words today, you know, kind of brain dead. You ever have a guest and after a few days, it's like, you know, Benjamin Franklin said, fish and guests smell after 3 days. I mean, the dog is awesome. Love Zoomy. Zoomy. Zoomy, come. Maybe he's not here. Maybe he went with Cowboy. Oh my God. And I slept a lot, which I think is good because a lot of times I can't sleep a lot. I've been just tired and I'm like, I'm going to sleep. Hey Blues, what's happening? Oh, now that's going to drive me nuts to remember the rest of that song. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay. Oh, I cut my hand this morning picking up trash. Decided to go pick up some trash with the little handy grabber. And there we go. Do a backtrack. Slow blues, minor. I don't know what the hell else to do.
Wix gives you the power of AI.
Wix gives you the power of AI. Welcome for the free fucking advertisement. Okay, well, that was now my freaking arm and wrist. I feel that in my arm and my wrist. Wow. Okay. Uh, Sleep about 8 hours a week, Willie. I've had for a few years now. Wow. That's great, dude. Only the other day with help, I had my first REM sleep in at least 5 years. Well, that's great fucking news. REM sleep. I think you're supposed to have that. I think we're supposed to use that. I'm pretty sure I had some as well. Because I dreamed. Like the deeper dream. Not just the shores of dreams. I had a dream I went to, for some reason, I was in a bullet train that was going to Washington. Barb, when I miss a live, it's because I was up all night and now I'm asleep. Oh, okay. Are you sleepy now? I kind of am. I ain't even gonna lie. It's been raining a lot here. And the weather affects, mood and stuff. Right? Am I right? If you know I'm right, you know Chad did it. Am I up to date on my tetanus shot? Yeah, why? Because of the thing on the hand? Yeah, I'm fine. That wasn't even from anything bad. It was a piece of Okay, so the road, it's a tarred road, and they have the reflectors. There was reflectors in the ditch, and it's a pretty steep drop into the ditch, but there was some other trash in there, and I was getting out. So when I went to step out, I had the reflector in my hand, and it's not bad. It's just look, oh. I could tell people it's the stigmata. And around here, they probably, oh, you got stigmata? Oh, Lord Jesus, praise you. God bless you. I never saw that movie. It was a movie. Billy Corgan did the soundtrack for it, actually. Grass was dead and now waist high in a week of rain every day. Yeah. Well, the grass, too. So, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to pick up the lawnmower and have to, cut. There's no way to cut the grass at the normal length because there's been so much rain and no sun, so it's just a big soggy, mucky thing. So you have to cut high. You have to raise the deck all the way up. Cut once. Hopefully the sun come out when it dries up enough to where you won't tear up your yard. Whitney, look. It's the stigmata. I mean, look. It's like a nail. It's exactly where they would have nailed his hand. Jesus. I don't know, man. Oh, there's a lot. I don't know. Let me see if the video finished processing on the language video that I did that I was so proud of and thought that I had adhered to Title 17, Section 107, and apparently did not. Let's see, videos. Is it under video? No, it'll be under lives. Is it, here it is. All right. Blocked copyright. See details. All right. That I shall be released. Trim that out. Yeah, just trim all of the. See, we're talking about. Oh, 48. Yeah, 30-second. Over 30 seconds. Just trim it all. And let's see what will happen because 52:21 to 52:53. I mean, they are really. It's 30 seconds, man. But I still think there's going to be some useful things in that, in the body language stuff. I can't seem to wake up, and all I want to do is smoke weed and sleep. I do have the punching bag up, and I've been walking, but working back on the punching bag, like I do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then eventually I might be able to work up to like 5 intense minutes. It actually is pretty like draining to beat the snot out of something for 5 whole minutes, just to beat the crap out of something. Takes a lot of effort. But I do need that exercise. Do you know what I'm saying to you? For to the exercising, for to the health and the heart. I really enjoyed Liz Gale's video about trust your instincts. That was great. Hey, Joe. Agatha. Oh, man. Agatha Cathological. Agatha Cacological. Usually I get it the first time. You recommend using 14 seconds and then talk over it. Okay. Yeah, like less than half of 30. Yeah, that's probably annoying as piss, but works. Useful things. Direct your energy. Yes, do that. Yes, do that. There's a mountain of music, which I don't. Is it useful? Probably not. Can't eat it. That's what I was told. Can't eat it. There's a lot of it, so if you could eat it, it'd be a feast. You know, I put a banana and a bagel on a plate, and I did not even bring it in here. Yeah, that is a good idea. And I will definitely. I do want to see certain. I want. Yeah, it's still editing in process, that video. I'm curious to see. Oh, this. I've been talking to a guy who's been in prison since he was 18. Life without parole. But is this a joke? People for a crime he didn't commit. Now he's 48, and I don't complain much anymore about my life. Damn. 18 in life. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Sorry, that's the first thing that came into my mind. That's why I thought it might have been a joke. It's not a joke. None of this is funny. I think though, with if you just look at how absurd everything is, it can be funny. It can be funny. Can you put music in your mouth and eat it? Yeah. So Thursday had a couple of technical hurdles, problems with the Tactical Realism broadcast. Okay. I'm not either. This one had. I don't think there was any audio coming from my mic on this whole thing that we did Thursday with my buddy Roland, but here's my buddy Roland. And is there any sound for
Report to center for debrief.
All right. What's playing out? Oh, I can't play that. One, I don't know what that objective is. We got a C plus.
C plus.
Not terrible. Oh, I got a B.
B. Oh, it's a.
He's just posing for the camera.
If we got B plus, maybe that would have been an objective too.
Wait, come over here. You got long sleeves on, so we can't see your tats.
I don't know if I have tats.
Yeah, you gotta put the cool t-shirt on and the pink wristband.
I don't know where all that shit is.
Over here by the mirror.
I mean, oh, it's at a mirror?
Yeah, it's black text. Ink? I'm talking about ink dye.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't the contrast be cooler if you had dark skin, but you had, like, highlights?
Yeah. Well, I know that there are. That's what Whitney, it was a backing track, but still, I don't even want to.
Well,
like,
there's African
tribes and
that paint
stuff.
up like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tribes. Yeah.
And they also have UV ink.
I've seen some of those.
Glow in the dark and stuff.
Yeah.
What do I need to be taken with?
So disabled gameplay down at the bottom under. You guys go ahead and make entry.
I'm at the door. Okay, I'll make entry. It's locked. We gotta go home, and they locked it.
It's locked. We gotta go home. They locked it.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go.
Oh God, Joe, are you for real singing Freebird? No. I have a funny story. Maybe you've heard it. I know I've told it before, but there was a band I was in, and when people would request Freebird, we'd play it, and we'd play the whole damn thing, and then inevitably someone else would say, Freebird! Right after we played Freebird, and I had a chat with our singer and the bass player and the drummer, and I was like, what if somebody yeah, it's locked, let's go home. That's what he said. I had this idea, like, what if we just played it again? Because that right there is 16 minutes or so of, like, if you just learn that song, that's 16 minutes of time. So it's kind of like a free break, except that I had to play the fucking solos, and Chris had to play the solos. So both me and him had to learn the solos and play them. Which is not this. I mean, it's not necessarily hard, but it's not necessarily easy either. It's an exercise in, like, endurance, if anything. Like, how long can you widdly wow? Off into space, man. It's like, okay, like, real epic guitar solo.
Told you narcos, it's fine.
Now let's take a swim.
But I was going, man, where's the barbecue at? Wheat. Alright, so north was the entrance, south is the back of the building.
Fuck me, this guy is loaded.
Down staircase, left side.
Police, down on the ground! Hands up, above your head!
Contact seems to be down.
Someone's probably dead there.
Talk. One suspect down. Breathe.
I know that we got a terrible floor.
Medical assistance is standing
We're
by.
gonna be
Into the
back
main
I
south.
finished it.
Okay, I'm holding.
Wrapping one up, picking.
Now!
Alright, I'm on the first floor.
Skyscrapers, though.
It looks like LA. It's like LA to me. It
Looks
looks like Hollywood.
Didn't take anyone to breathe his out.
Oh, we got a D. 30 minutes,
Let's see
exactly.
the next map then.
Alright.
Alright, the Narcos.
So that was last week. This Thursday, I don't think. No, this Thursday is not gonna. Probably not gonna happen. It's possible. It's possible. But I also didn't broadcast it to the correct channel. I did have the event made and all that, but it broadcasts to this channel, but not my Crow Bennett channel. Man, I got music on the brain. There's a lot of music in the brain, a lot of music on the brain, because there's a whole bunch of music to arrange. There's a show. There's a show that's gonna happen sometime after hurricane season. But the owner of Library Riot here in town wants to have the Loaded 44s and the Lafleurbros play. So we can do that after hurricane season. Up until No. The brain is mush, man. It's a lot of you ever get that way? Brain mush? Anybody? Just me? Okay. Oh, Lord. The Instagram stuff, you know? There's some new posts there, I'm pretty sure. Why? There we go. Well, these are...
And so does he.
Right. So, any person in that group dynamic or point of reference or point of viewpoint or whatever that can in any possible way intermingle with another project that's starting up, that's about to grow, you don't want to mix those income streams at all.
It makes a lot of sense. And he didn't tell you anything personally about that.
No, but I do know, I heard Doug a lot.
Really, brother? That's where we're picking up from, because it gets hairy after the grand
because I think Kathy was like, if you don't get that fucking bath, this was the last room that needed to be painted for all the paint to be done. Now, we also did this, I forget what they call it, but it's like this fancy, you do a base coat of paint, and then you do two different colors. Well, you use a sponge. Now, normally people do that on like baseboards or just as accents, but we did it on the entire fucking walls. Now, there's a picture, if you Google Melrose Mission Online, and it's in the intro in our little segment where it says Melrose. Kathy was like,
yeah, that was brutal to do all that stuff. Like with these little bitty sponges, like you have to do it with small sponges. I don't know why this is cross-posted. What is Encyclopedia Britannica here? There's more to be. There's more scheduled stuff to be published. I'm trying to schedule. Actually, this whole week, there's things scheduled. I think every day on the Theta Insta. And I still have a bunch to clip through and schedule. So it's editing too. Doing a lot of editing and music thought. What is that? Music thought. That's whenever I'm thinking about like arrangements. I'm thinking about like playing like mixtapes. Have you ever made a mixtape? You like thinking about the order of something. Philosophy has done some great edits of Doug videos on her channel. Great Doug nuggets. Yeah. Those ones that are on this page were some of the first Opus clips that I used or that I had it process. I don't think, and also it was kind of, there were features that exist. There's features that exist now that didn't exist when I made those. This was just like feed it in like a machine and it spit out all the clips, and they're not really, couldn't adjust the video. So I may end up removing a bunch of stuff and recutting it. But also, I'm wondering how much time it really saves. It saves time sometimes. If you, it's similar to like general pre-trained transformers. Like it's as good as what you're getting it to do, what you are telling it to do, and there's features on Opus that allow you to sort of focus in and hone even on keywords, but in order to conserve your the time that you can use on it, because it's limited, you have to pre-edit stuff. I mean, that's what I would do, is pre-edit and then say take the best of that. You basically make it hard for the AI to miss the points that you want to make, is what I mean. Like go through something and cut out anything that doesn't have relevance, similar to a lot of the stuff we did on January 2023. There was a lot of dialogue that just needed to be cut out, and it would confuse the AI, thinking confusing the speakers. Confused speakers. Yes, that's exactly right. It misses the point sometimes. Like, and it'll miss really good ones too. That's the thing about all of the stuff with Doug, is that it's like it misses. It talks about it grabs a lot of the interesting stuff, but it it renames it other things that don't make sense. Like, let me give you an example. Okay, so these have all been published. I put the heart. Like, it actually was, so a lot of these I edited already. Looks like. Yeah, looks like I went through all of these. It's like want to learn how to sell, or bullshit like that. Like all the selling stuff, it tends to think of as, hey, tell people how to sell stuff. That's not, no, that's not what it's really about. But that's the automatic. These are all done with the automatic algorithm, which I don't really like, and I have processed several videos already. So, it's a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve. There's so much. It's kind of overwhelming. Oh, that's good. Compilation videos are great. I like downloading or clipping and then just putting them all in one video is awesome too. Best of type shit. That'd be funny and informative. I will have to check that channel out for sure. Yeah, I'm fucking brain dead. And I'm cool with that, honestly, right now. I'm cool with it. I've been getting lots of sleep and rest. It's hurricane season. There's disturbances. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just sort of like, hoping nothing bad's going to happen so that good things can happen. Stand by for a drink on Monday morning, 11:20. I'll drink some coffee. Yeah. Yeah, a rip wouldn't be too bad right now. I could go for a rip. Fuck it. Is there anything here? Check this out. Look at this thing. Sound design is a whole nother thing. And this is something I would use for that. Like this sounded like, for whatever reason, space movies have spaceships, like interiors sound like this, or have that low rumble. Who knows what it sounds like in space? There is no sound, really. Is that right? It's a vacuum. This thing is wild. Oh, I hear Azumi. In space, no one can hear you scream, right? No one can hear you cry. That's the real song? Oh, man. So that's Quasax. Let's see what this one do. Oh. Whoa. Look at this shit. I know it's just data, but it's amazing. This thing is so freaking useful for sound design. Like, you can make otherworldly sounds. It's just easier to make with a multi-tone generator. I am a space nerd. Space nerd. See, that could be some alien, like crustacean or some kind of alien. Could take parts out of that and make it alien. Make an alien. This one's called Link Floyd. And you see this just by itself. That's an ambient track for an environment. Totally. Oh. That is so interesting. Do Thetans have a sound? Sure, any sound you like. That's all this is this is a Theta trap. This is Thetans in boxes that I'm able to manipulate here. That's what a Thetan sounds like. There you go. There's some Thetans. They are communicating, Nick. They're speaking, they're speaking Kois now. The audio generative audio 2.0, whatever it's called, is pretty crazy. Yeah. I swear, sometimes I just like looking at this more than listening. It's both. How to process the Thetan so down the tone scale it can't communicate. Is that a question? I mean, it's just too much fun. Okay, so I have one of those. I have one of those in every session just for the random psycho noise. In case it's needed. In case it's needed. Yeah, I mean, the EP or end product of a staff member, a fully ethical staff, yeah, it's basically a particle, a terminal. When you become particles and terminals, you're really not communicating. You're using signs and signals, I guess. That's not true. You know, they talk a lot about communication, and they sure can talk, but they're not really. You know, the reg isn't listening. Anything that you say is called a consideration. um, which is not considered a good thing. Like, it's not good to have considerations. Out here, it's a good thing to be considerate, right? But they redefine the language. Um, language. You can, if you are only able to get someone to sort of mentally redefine a couple of very important words, you can basically get them to not communicate anymore. You redefine responsibility, or redefine the one I said before that. Consideration. Responsibility and consideration. If someone redefines that based on Ron Hubbard's ideas, which are stolen and mutated, you could end up with those ideas stuck, especially if you grew up in it, or at least triggering for a long time. That's why I feel like stopping completely and taking breaks, like many of the I don't know about many, but like some of the former staff that have made YouTube channels talk about their experience have taken breaks. Like, that's good. You take breaks. I had to take a long break to stop speaking the language. Oh, reasonable. Yeah, you're being reasonable is a negative thing in Scientology. Quit being reasonable. Yeah, you're being reasonable, and that's just a consideration. Yeah, redefine these words, and then it fucks up your acclimation to the real world. It starts to create that separation where you speak you talk the talk and then you walk the walk. Language is incredibly powerful. It's what we program computers with, for crying out loud. And our brains are like crazy computers. So, I don't know. I do know that not conscious. It took a conscious effort for me to not talk to people like I was still a Scientologist for about 6 months. So I still used the words and everything as they are defined per Scientology, even though I was out. And yeah, some of those words can be like irritating to hear. Somebody asked me, what are my two main goals or targets? What are your two main targets? And I'm like, why are you asking me that? I want to see Deadpool as well. Very much looking forward to it. Loved the last two. Looking forward to Beetlejuice. It's Monday. I got here late and I'm going to leave early because this is going to be a long week. Y'all pray for the South because, we don't want to get blown away again. I think about going through a hurricane right now. I think it'd probably kill me. Nah. I'd just be worse for wear, but I'm already that. So, yeah. Let's pray. Let us pray for no hurricanes. Asteroids? Sure. Yeah. We caught an asteroid, I think, recently. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. If it was great. I mean, how could it not be? How could it not be? I love Ryan Reynolds. And I like Hugh Jackman. He's way bigger than he looks. It's a bigger dude. Which makes me wonder how that's going to look on screen. I always thought Wolverine was a shorter character. Yep. Well, y'all have a good week. Maybe sometime in the future I have something for you. To the you. Not much right now. Except have a good week and try to be grateful for stuff. Yeah, you too, Nick. Orasu Kitsuneru. Call me a nerd. Nick calling me a nerd. Okay. Whatever, bruh. Yeah, everybody take care of yourself. I'll see you next week.